Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about parallel lines and transversal lines. Let's recap. You have studied in previous class regarding parallel lines. Lines that do not intersect each others are known as parallel lines. So I have drawn line L and line M. So these both lines do not intersect each other at any point. Such lines can be called as parallel lines. And this can be represented as line L parallel to line M. So these both lines are known as parallel line. Also, it is important to note that these both lines are on same plane. So lines on same plane and do not intersect each other can be known as parallel line. Now in continuation to this, we are going to learn a new concept. So the concept of transversal line. So what are transversal line? When a line is drawn and it passes through two lines in two distinct points, then that particular line can be called as a transversal to those two lines. So now as I have drawn these two lines, line L and line M. Now if I draw one more line passing through both the lines L and M at two distinct points, say A and B, then I can call this particular line L as transversal to line L, M, line N. So what is transversal line? Any line that is passing through two lines in two distinct points, that line can be known as transversal line. So this now also I can say give this line as PQ RS, and this point, this line say AB. This is meeting at say X and Y. So line AB is transversal to line PQ and line RS. When you draw a transversal, then you can identify different types of angle. Here you can identify 8 angles. So if you see this is one angle, this is another angle, this is another angle, this can be another angle, this can be another angle, this can be another angle, and this can be another angle. So total you can identify 8 different types of angle once you draw a transversal to any two given lines. Now depending upon how each ray is there, it is classified into different lines. So if you see, each angle has one ray that lies on transversal and another ray that lies on the another one of the lines. Depending upon how these rays are, you can classify into different types of angles or different pairs of angle. So those pairs are 3 different types. One is corresponding angles, pair of corresponding angles. Other is pair of interior angles, and the final is pairs of alternate angles. Okay, always remember these are in pairs. When you say corresponding angles, they will be always in pair. You cannot say one angle as in corresponding angle. And this is next important concept which is going to be helpful for you in your entire 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th as well as 12th class. So just try to understand this concept first and then you can go on the problems. Now what are corresponding angles? So you have drawn 2 lines, okay, and you have drawn a transversal. Now to identify corresponding, it is very simple. The important criteria is your one of the arm of angle should lie on the same side of the transversal. So this one arm, and suppose this is another arm which is on the same side, and the other arm should be also on the same side of the transversal. So this both arms are on the same side and the another arms are on the same direction. So this angle that is formed are known as corresponding angles. So angle R and angle Q are pair of corresponding angles. So what is the important concept? Both of the rays are on the same side of the transversal or in the same direction of transversal, and the another ray are on the same side of transversal, then that is known as corresponding angle. Now in interior angle, when the ray that is passing, or when the line is drawn, two lines, a transversal is drawn, then in interior angle your transversal would lie on the opposite side and the another arm would be in the same side of the transversal. So your this transversal direction of the transversal are on the opposite side. You see, this angle is on the opposite side, this angle is on the opposite side, but then another arm is on the same side of the transversal. Then such angles are known as interior angles. So here angle A and angle B are interior angles. Okay, now come to alternate angle. So again we draw two lines and a transversal. So in alternate angle, the criteria is your one arm will be always on the opposite side of transversal. So this one arm will be on the opposite side of transversal and other arm will be also on the opposite direction. It will be facing on the opposite direction. So this forms an alternate angles. So let's say X and Y. Now as you see, these are outside these both lines, right? They are lying on the outside of the diagram. So then these can be known as exterior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles when they are lying outside. And when you see the arms are going opposite, okay, but they are in the inside. Say let's say this T and U, they are on the inside of the lines. Arms are opposite in direction and opposite of the transversal, but they are in the inside, then they are known as interior alternate angle because they are in the inside. So such angles are known as interior alternate angles. Okay, so very important concepts for corresponding angle. Both the arm will be on the same direction and another arm will be on the same side of the transversal, then corresponding. In interior angle, one of the arm will be opposite on transversal, the other arm will be on the same side of transversal. For alternate, one of the arms of the angles will be on the opposite direction and other arm will be on the opposite side of the transversal. Then such angles formed are known as alternate angles. So these concepts again are very important, and try to understand the concept and try to solve some of the examples. So suppose I have two lines, one transversal drawn. I have got say angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, angle F, angle G and angle H. So here easily I should be able to identify what are the pairs of alternate angle. Then A and H are exterior alternate angle, G and B are exterior alternate angle, D and E are interior alternate angle, C and F are interior alternate angle. For corresponding angle, A and F are corresponding angle, B and E are corresponding angle, H and C are corresponding angle, G and D are corresponding angle. And for interior angle, C and E, they will be interior angle, D and F will be interior angle. So in your textbook you have some problem sets. Try to solve that sets and understand the concept and strengthen your concept. Thank you for watching the video.